Hey guys, AJ here with PRS. Today we're going to go over the setup and things for the first round of the WNIS here at Daytona. As we can see, everything's a little bit cloudy. Probably going to be a little bit cooler than what most of you guys are used to running here around Daytona, especially with the way that the setup's going to work. And if the sun pops out and that sort of thing, it's going to play a factor into this. But we're going to go ahead and just jump in the car, do some rolling around here so you can get an idea of how we're going to run this set. Now, the one thing to be mindful of, and I think I covered this in the firecracker setup video as well, is you want to make sure that we're not over driving into the corner, right? Super speedway stuff, it's really easy to get up behind somebody and want to drive this thing into the corner. But with the way that the tires are set up and how heat really affects the tire in this car, it's not so much wear. You're gonna have to be mindful, or you're gonna cook that right front off. Like there's this want to just mail it down in, and for the first couple of laps, yeah, you can get away with a full bore press into the corner, but long run, just not feasible. I highly don't recommend it. A couple other things, at least if you're new to the car, we can get over here by the wall and we can run flat out and then dive it down into the corner, get a nice arc into the turn. So something that we're going to want to be mindful of as well. So, for the most part, we're going to be flat out around here. If you're in the draft, some nice lifting, good spots to lift, and I'll go ahead and show you that as we get ready to come into one. There's this gate on the wall. We'll just kind of lift out, kind of get to about half throttle, and then start easing it in as the car starts to rotate. That's going to help you a lot, especially if it goes long run. I know super speedways in this car can really kind of turn into a wreck fest, but the main thing is to stay out front and avoid all of that. So as we come down into 3, there's that orange mark. Just kind of lift off, let it coast down in a little bit, start easing back into the throttle. Just some other tips with racing around here. If somebody wants to run it down into the corner, go ahead and let them. You're going to have 120 laps to do battle with this thing, and you can't do battle with a broken car. So, hit your lift points, make your way into the corners, don't overheat the tires, kind of let the car turn itself down. We're not really forcing it through the corner. And then back out to the wall down the backstretch. You can run bottom with this setup, but you got to remember, this isn't like a next gen or an Xfinity where it kind of glues. You've got to let this car really arc in to be fast. Be smooth. You're gonna use what I like to call the TV line. You'll hear me reference that a lot. And it's what you see the guys doing on TV. If you really want to see how they drove this thing, go watch one of the old firecracker races. It's a huge piece of information that you can use. But the bottom seems to work really well with the set. You can get it to run a midline. And it'll stop the bouncing that you can kind of see in the car. I think we've got a really good shock package on this that should make it to where it's not a complete bear to drive it. I know a lot of guys like to run things super stiff. I myself, if I can make it smoother, I'm gonna make it smoother. So hopefully this info gets you guys around the track here at Daytona, and gets you to a win for us.